With yet again so many amazing shows in spring 2021 anime, there was bound to be an underappreciated gem. So while everyone was out here fanboying over End Racism the Mecha and a 100% save the world with singing speedrun, I was sitting in my corner admiring the existence of nature's finest gift, shadows. Yes, I too love my shadow when standing in the sun. As we all know, anime portrays situations in only the most realistic ways, so a look at Shadow's house can only tell you that somewhere in this world, there are a bunch of living dolls acting as maids serving shadows that run the house. According to the laws of physics, shadows are made out of soot. Yes, the thing that appears alongside fire. Without further ado, let us admire this natural phenomenon and how this anime does a spectacular job at portraying a mystery thriller with the help of the most mysterious beings to ever appear on the face of this earth, shadows. I bet our caveman ancestors totally flipped out when they first noticed it. We start off the anime having the premise of a living doll acting as a maid to shadows, what seem like the nobles of a giant manor. No, you weeps, not the moe moe kyun type, an actual, maid. Not that I'd mind Emilico doing a moe moe kyun. In a very similar way to the Promised Neverland before it completely went to hell, we are given this world with a, what I guess we call a happy character, in a world we know almost nothing about. Ranging from the outside world, the manor, and even the shadows themselves, the beginning of the anime tells you next to nothing about the world. Like, where are the humans? There's a giant house? What's the outside world like? And the shadows? Their suit? Wait, how can they talk with no mouth? Wait. How can they even move as one piece? No, wait. How do they even reproduce? Wouldn't it just be... But that's what makes it a good show. The fact that information is being withheld from you builds up suspense, and you chase the info wanting to know more like a carrot dangling in front of a horse. I think that The Promised Neverland Season 1 is the best comparison of an anime I can give, with the huge exception of it being slow. See, it's a horror in a very different way as The Promised Neverland. In The Promised Neverland, you have a pretty huge revelation early on. The anime very quickly lets you understand the fucked up situation, and you have a very clear goal from the beginning. None of this is really present in Shadow's house. In fact, quite the opposite. It starts off quite calm. Ah yes, my dear peasant, would you please clean my bed and make me a cup of tea? Ah yes, of course my dear master, I exist only for you. Thank you my peasant, I love you my peasant. Tea. But yes, it's a very slow, calm beginning, yet there is a weird sense of unease. It's the first time I felt this, but it's like watching a very wholesome scene, yet for some reason, for some unknown reason, your body is screaming red alert and telling you, oh no, something is wrong, and I know it's wrong. Oh shit, they're talking, something is wrong. Information is given bit by bit, but the entire time watching, natural human instincts just tell you, something is gonna happen, something is coming. Yet sometimes, nothing does. It just fucks with your mind so much, and I love it! No, not like that, goddammit. So, the premise is good, but what about the characters? Are they good? Are they likable? Well, they're kids. They're as likable as kids can be. Okay, I lied. One of them acts like a sunshine kid, and the rest are quite mature for what looks to be 10-year-olds. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the living dolls. As for the shadows... yeah, I think we need a new aging system. Add that to the list of cat girl, elf, whatever weird aging mechanics anime has. Man, suit is a new one. Do we just use carbon aging? Anyway, back to the point. Well, I did mention the Sunshine Kid, but honestly, she's so cute, and the anime is so self-aware of her optimism, and the way her personality blends with the others so well, I think it works. And then you have Kate, aka girl that radiates best girl energy. Best shadow energy. Shadows have genders, I think, right? You meet more shadows and living dolls in later episodes, but without spoiling anything about them, I'll just say that they have very colorful personalities. There are quite a few characters and their personalities are all very different. I realize that that's a very vague statement that tells you nothing, but trust me when I say that their personalities bounce off each other very well, and you'll eventually see them as a really tightly knit group. Beyond the psychological horror lies, of course, actual horror. I mean, yeah, what? Did you expect the horror anime to not have its fair share of nightmare fuel? Stupid! But no, that wasn't the main point. Beyond the psychological horror lies a very well-crafted world. In terms of world building alone, it's been a very long time since I've been this invested in understanding a fantasy world. Yes, I know it's because I've been watching too many isekai, but still, I find the mystery behind Shadows and the world as a whole to be very fascinating. It is a very unique setting that I haven't really seen in any anime, and it captures the concept of a fantasy world perfectly. It gives me a slimmer of hope past all the RPG hee I'm OP high level worlds that a proper unique fantasy world can still be built. A slow burn fantasy horror is exactly the refreshing salad I needed from consuming all the goddamn junk food, and if you want this unique experience, then please give it a go. I promise that watching interactions between humans and the literal side product of burning is entertaining. I guess the only downside I might have to give this anime is the pacing. I did indeed just say that it was a slow burn horror. The word slow, according to the Oxford Dictionary, gives the definition slow. So yes, the pacing is indeed slow. I would say that it is part of the charm for things to happen slowly in order to build up a suspenseful atmosphere, but it is understandable that some people may find it a bit boring. Things do take a while to escalate, and if you're a monkey that wants shit to be happening and people to be screaming and dying on screen 24/7, then perhaps it's not for you. Some events do take longer than you might expect to be resolved. Well, resolved. And like I said earlier, the first 2 episodes are pretty much a Goshujin-sama slice of life anime that sometimes gives you a chill. I personally enjoyed it, and if you like these types of shows, or can bear with slow-ish pacing, then yeah, Shadow's House is a very enjoyable show in my humble opinion. So yeah, with a great premise, excellent world building, and beautifully crafted suspenseful moments, Incomplete Burning House is an underrated diamond buried in all the amazing stuff that this season has delivered. With the end of the season approaching, perhaps you too could spare a bit of time and binge the Black Dust Talk to a Human. Hopefully you can give what I think is a great show a chance. And hey, I've heard the manga is damn good, so I'm probably gonna check it out, and maybe you'd want to as well. Just never forget that literal suit can be best girl. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to subscribe for more anime content and memery. With that, I'm gonna do some research. Yes, research. Guys, it's important, trust me.